Mauricio from Chicago, Illy would just like to congratulate you because you called that Haha would have the first interception for the Packers on the season and he did, so, props to you, and man is Haha a special player. I think our future defense should be built around him. Thoughts? I'd first like to thank the Academy. Haha Clinton-Dix is a special talent and he's only getting better. He won't turn 25 until week 16. Top down. The Packers are in good hands with this group of safeties. John from Little Rock, so in less than 2 years the Packers O-line has gone from starting 4 natural tackles to 4 natural guards. It's been quite the metamorphosis, hasn't it? Whether it's the guards stepping up or a rookie like Aaron Jones playing his first NFL offensive snaps out of the blue. Jerry Evans and Justin McCray have some previous tackle experience in college, but it's still an achievement the Packers navigated such treacherous waters without their top 5 options at offensive tackle. Larry from Green Bay, we think Coach Campen should be given huge kudos for piecing together a patchwork O-line that was for the most part very effective. You'd have a better chance of relocating the Packers than getting James Campen to compliment himself, but he has put on a coaching clinic this season. It's one thing to teach fundamentals, but his ability to get these new guys mentally prepared to play 70+ snaps is a masterclass in coaching. Sid from Orlando, FL There's a lot being made of Lane Taylor playing tackle for the first time in his life. Could you explain a bit about what it takes to go from guard to tackle? Evans outline why it's so difficult in our game notes. Most blocks are instantaneous for guards. It usually involves stronger, but slower, nose tackles and 3 techniques: bull rushing into you in traffic. What makes tackle a challenge is everything is based on footwork and fundamentals because you're facing quicker rushers who typically are exceptional athletes. You often have to kick out a few steps before contact, which can be problematic for some guards. Matt from Verona, Lane Taylor is playing his way to a rich contract with the Bears, Vikings, or Lions. Good thing he's now under contract through 2020 after signing his extension earlier this month. Stephen from Washington, D.C. I read Wes' article about Lane Taylor making the switch to tackle and there was a lot about how Bakhtiari and Buliga were there giving him advice during the week, and I've seen both of them on the sidelines during games talking to the O-line. Is it normal for injured players to help the next guy up this much, or are we just really fortunate to have these guys on our team? That's probably commonplace on many NFL offensive lines, but the difference here is Taylor had 2 of the best in the business at the position to bounce ideas off of. It cannot be overstated how beneficial that is to a player making a spot start at a completely new position. Gavin from Albuquerque, NM. How about a new rule? You lower the crown of your helmet and take a guy out of the game, you are ejected and suspended until he is medically cleared to return to the playing field. I call it the eye for an eye rule. While I believe Danny Trevathan was sincere in his apology, the hit went well beyond a football play and what's acceptable in 2017. You can't hit a defenseless player like that. Davante Adams' momentum was stopped. There was no forward progress to halt. It's a shame. Your idea, while extreme, has merit. Jesse from Byron Center, Emma. Can you explain why Danny Trevathan didn't get ejected for that hit on Davante? He seemed to lead with the crown of his head and the refs missed it. Referee John Hussey told pool reporter Rob Domovsky, from my perspective I just didn't see enough to have a rise to that level. He then said he didn't have enough information to determine whether it was egregious or unnecessary. Keep in mind they don't have the benefit of replay review, but I still would have liked to have seen the whistle blown earlier on the play. Matt from Wanakee, the NFL is as committed to players' safety as they say, now is the time to send a message via Danny Trevathan. I'll be watching the league office closely this week, but I think everyone is just happy Adams is okay. All concussion are serious and must be handled with care, but thankfully all signs point toward no significant neck issues for Adams. David from Philadelphia, PA. Glad to hear that Adams is moving around okay after the Trevathan hit. My question is, will he even want to play football again, if he can, after a scare like that? And what will he be thinking next time a ball comes high over the middle? Even if Adams plays again, he will never be the same. Here's to hoping his mental health is doing well. 2. Adams is the only one who can answer the questions you pose, but I will say he's one of the most confident and headstrong individuals I've covered in the NFL. He is.